The INFP personality type as a learner is a very loyal learner, and they have a great desire to find solutions, not just for themselves, but for all humanity. They want to engage as many emotions and aesthetics in their learning as they can, and they're very good at theory, particularly when it's associated with any kind of the humanities and the arts. They enjoy both the depth of material as well as the breadth of material. And they have this internal compass that is part of their intuition piece of their preferences, and it directs their actions and their learning. They're very independent learners, and they're motivated by an interpersonal drive as well as human values. They're going to lean toward any knowledge which is going to improve the lives of others. Now remember, they're a personal learner that really enjoys abstractions and patterns. 4% of our population is an INFP, which means there's really only 4% of men and 4% of women, although just a little bit more women than there are men who are INFPs. So the INFP, if you want to remember what kind of learner it is, focus on the keywords of reflective and personal. That's this kind of learner. They're very reflective, but they're interested in the personal aspect of information. And their question is going to be based upon a moral compass, an internal compass. And the question is, are we doing the right thing? When addressing this kind of learner and helping them to learn, remember that there are some great instructional strategies, helping them to be an active learner participating in their learning environment, as well as having a very close relationship with their instructor. Now, part of that close relationship, though, is that they really do need to have their relationship built on harmony. Harmony is very, very important to the INFP. So you want to make sure that the relationship is built on collaboration and cooperation. If there's any kind of discord between the student and the instructor, that student is not going to learn until the personal problem is solved. So make sure that you sit down and talk to them and avoid all kinds of competition whatsoever. They're a creative learner, and they like to have discussion, but they are going to enjoy more sitting back and listening to the discussion than to jump into the discussion. And also be sure that you engage in experiential learning environment that is also going to encompass some of the emotions. They do enjoy emotions within their learning. Next, we're going to look at how they really like the general parts, the theories. Remember, this is all based upon that wonderful part of their personality type that they really want to know what is right and wrong, that they have this incredible moral compass, and their learning is based on, are we doing the right thing? So as you are instructing and you are teaching, remember they can be taught in that traditional lecture kind of situation, but also raise questions relating to a moral compass just to get them to think, and then step back because they are an independent learner and give them the opportunity to ponder a little bit. Once they are done pondering, then put them in a partnership, give them the observations, and being able to really sit down and discuss with someone else, especially if you can partner them with someone who has a very different opinion than they have. And that's going to give them another point of view and really challenge that question of, are we doing the right thing? Lastly, then, look at the information of how it can be practically applied, and maybe you even want to have the learner to answer that question. The INFP likes to have a little bit of a preview, but not a lot. Just a quick little preview is going to help them. And part of it is also a piece of that problem solving. And the problem solving is more related to the moral part of their personality. So are we doing the right thing within a problem solving? So there isn't really going to be for this learner the best way, it's the right way, meaning what is the best moral way. Give them an opportunity to reflect. When they reflect, they're going to be able to take their new content and their new knowledge and scaffold it into other kind of knowledge. They like an unstructured type of learning environment that is going to give them some downtime as well for self-instruction, reflection, as well as making sure that they do have some visuals would be an important part within that learning environment for the INFP.